Alright, so this is a video on jump runs, two-manning jump runs Dharmal East. Just kind of making this for some guildies, warriors and shamans, so that they kind of figure out how to do this and make gold, because it's a kind of important part of Classic. There's a few other videos out there that do this, but I wanted to make one that's more up to date, and I think we've kind of honed in on a more very optimal way of doing this. So yeah, I'll show you my gear, my shaman's gear. I think this really only works for shamans and warriors. DPS, you probably tank it, but I think it's optimal for DPS. This is shaman's gear. The shaman's pretty geared. He's got some nice gear. Also, we jump off here, try to hit the rock when you first jump off. And then we're gonna run to the end. This is the shaman's gear. So he's got some pretty dope gear. I don't know why the hell he's using that. He's fucking trolling me. Alright, this is me. My gear, I use this because the first boss, you need this, he disarms you, so it's kind of annoying without it. I'm not sure you could really do it. Also, there's a book around here sometimes. It spawns right here. We didn't get it. So yeah, take note of the path that we're taking. Also, he should be healing us. He'll heal us soon. This is some of my gear. Very tanky gear. My stats, you can see them. Make sure to get 6 hit. My stupid extended character sheets is lame and doesn't actually show the right hit modifier. Or actually, no, it does. I am at 5%. Oh yeah, your hit doesn't really matter here because you're not fighting 63s, so you can get away with not having hit. I like sundering these. So the rest of my mob, or my gear, hold on, kill this thing. Alright. Oh yeah, we like doing free loot, by the way. Oh yeah, I got this. I mean, Savage works, you know. I also didn't have Savage or this for a while, and I was still doing them using some green, like, death dealers. But yeah, so that's the gear. My spec, it's a slam build, using this improved slam macro, which, oh man, might need to make another video on. Or I'll link something in the description explaining how to use that. So we get to the first boss. This guy does magic damage. Again, he also disarms you. I like to get to 5 sunders. You need a fire, goddammit, frost resist totem. And then he also kind of knocks your healer back. It's a good place for the healer to stay. Yeah, and I just get a ton of rage and spam slam. 50% he's going to summon his ads. I like to save my whirlwind for him so I can just really kill him fast. Cleave. Shaman will usually try to chain lightning to help. Oh yeah, then just execute. We usually trade off the loot. I'll let him loot this run. These jump runs are really good, in particular because they give you these Arcanite bars at the end, rich Arcanite veins. So you got to be a miner. Also, he's a herbalist, so he's gonna be herbing up all the stuff, picking up all the herbs that dropped. I don't think we've gotten any, but there's gonna be an invis pat here. We're gonna want to get. Gonna maximize efficiency here. Try to move him over, but now I gotta, execute. Yeah, that thing that looks like Rejuve, by the way, is it's the Spinal Reaper proc. So he's not doing anything weird. It's not a weird shaman heal. It's how the Spinal Reaper proc looks. But yeah, I've been doing this for a while. I used to use Viscag and Miras. I got this in a pug. It's kind of a travesty that a warrior gets it, but so be it. And I used this combo here for a while. Alright, so this boss, This is why you need a Shaman here. So he does this move where he sends you to the altar, and Shaman can grounding totem it. So that sacrifice move. See how he put the grounding up there? Oh shit. Too much commentating. Not enough damage. So yeah. This macro I'm using with slam is actually allowing me to slam and white hit at the same time. Normally your slam cuts in your autos. But this macro is really nice. I'll still spam slam though every once in a while when I can. But God, that's lame. Spam execute. So yeah, the really important thing here is that he has that grounding totem. There's also sometimes a ghost mushroom over here, in which case to get it, you will jump on this thing, run down here, and you'll grab it. Stay on that ramp the whole time you're grabbing it. All right. So now we're getting to the last boss. This is the part where I die the most. It's not actually even on the boss, but it's getting there, running through the labyrinth of those tree pats. Those tree pats, you can't really two-man them, at least in the gear we're in, because they cast regrowth, and they all cast it. You don't have enough interrupts. Also, there's like some invis pats here that you might run into. So I'm gonna go talk to this big tree guy, and then he's gonna go run over there to open the door. And while I'm doing that, the shaman, who has herbalism, which is really nice, you want your shaman to have herbalism, he's gonna run down the side and pick up herbs around this area. You don't want to aggro these guys; they're the ones that there's no way you can kill. And then you kind of just like look at where they're going and run. I always end up aggroing them. Not always, but often. But you don't automatically die. It's not an automatic wipe if you aggro. If you like hamstring and fear them and try to still make it to the door, then you can actually just like reset them by running on the ledges. I'll show you exactly how. So if I did aggro them, I would keep running here. Pray to God that the door opened in time. I would fear them. And then there's some ledges you can like kind of evade bug them out and they'll despawn off of you, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, I've been using this all the time. So you could swap your gloves out right now, but I'm usually too lazy, so I'm going to show you what I like realistically run it in, or I usually just forget. So this is the ledge that you would despawn those guys with. And then once you land here, they're going to start running at you again. And then you jump on this ledge, and you're going to keep running down, and then those guys will eventually despawn off of you. Sorry. So yeah, that was a mistake. They don't despawn over here. They despawn on this ledge here. You keep running down, and then they despawn. So in a lot of the videos I've seen, they either tell you, like, you know, you need to clear these things, but, you know, you don't really need to do that. You could do this combo, this strat we're doing right now, where you jump right here, you land right here, and then the shaman's going to stand up here and heal. He's going to put all his totems down. He needs to cure disease and poison like immediately on this guy's cast. I think he does an Enervate is what the spell is called, and does a lot of damage. I think it's either poison or disease, and he needs to cleanse it. And then I just go ham on him, get 5 sunders, go crazy. And then at 50%, this wall right here, see how there's like kind of an outline here? It's going to blow up. All these imps are going to come. He needs to drop stone skin. I need to go in there, and I need to use challenging shout. It's also a really nice time to use recklessness, and I'll death wish at like 60%, by the way. And you know, I'll recklessness at around 60% too. And so I want to challenging shout them because they do a lot of pushback to him. Even though they're only doing 1 damage to him because of the stone skin, they're going to push back his spells, make it really hard to heal. And if this thing is in wolf form, which is like the most intense, healing intense part, then he's going to have to do a lot of heals, and that's usually where people die. But not me, because I use challenging shout. Alright. So I'm just doing this. I also like to position him against the wall here, because one of his forms, he knocks me back, and I want to be able to immediately start attacking him. Okay, so this is wolf form. You don't want to slam there. Too much pushback. So he's at 77%. Oh, I need a battle shout. So if I... Okay, this is the form that pushes me back, and I might need to change forms and lose all my rage, unfortunately, in order to taunt him. So that he doesn't, yeah, there's a, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna change defensive taunt, and now I'm gonna cast Death Wish. Okay, there it is. Alright, so now the imps are gonna come. I'm just gonna walk back. And, now would also be a good time. Recklessness, usually. Okay, I just did Challenging Shout. So now I'm just gonna spam Heroic Strike. And, hope to God we can get him down to execute range so that I can kill him. Alright. So that's it. Then these things, they're easy, they don't do any damage. You don't want to kill these things down there, because then they have this massive aggro radius. And they can actually aggro the other mobs that we didn't clear. So, yeah. It wasn't perfect. I think I didn't use Berserker Rage or something, so he's gonna loot these. And then the real reason you did this whole thing, the loot from the bosses is nice, but these babies are the real reason. So we usually split up the herbs and the thorium, but then the arcane crystals we don't split up. Those are, or no, we split up everything except the herbs. He'll get all the herbs. I'll get all the thorium, but then we split up the arcane crystals and the like blue sapphires, the big drops. Also the essences we split up, because we're good people, believe in equality, nice times for everyone. No one feels bad off of not getting arcane crystals, because shamans is really not worth it unless you're getting a split of the arcane crystals. So yeah, that's the run. Let me know what you think. I'm sure people are going to come up with better ways, but I think this is like one of the most optimal ways, because we really just like do as minimal as we can to get to this final boss. And we could do like 5 of these. I've been locked out here before, so I've done like more than 5 in an hour. Also, you really want to be using recklessness. I made this video showing you don't need to use recklessness to do it, but recklessness makes that last boss fight way easier. So that's the video.